understand why small businesses punish customers for doing business with them, and I'm talking about convenience fees and upcharging literally everything.
Asking for a tip at checkout when I'm ordering a product online.
Can't stand when small businesses come on here talking about some, y'all don't support my small business. Bitch, you're selling a t-shirt for $50.
When you take a sip and realize the small business is not going to make it. So when's the last time you left a small business feeling like you actually got your money's worth? Because judging by what people are saying online, that's becoming rarer and rarer. Today we're looking at why small businesses are losing customers. And this goes way beyond just high prices. We're talking about declining quality, businesses actively lying to people buying from them, and some decisions so bad, you'll wonder how these places even opened in the first place. Now, before we get started, if you're new here, I post 2, sometimes 3 times a week covering topics just like this one. So if you're enjoying this type of content, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into the video. Trying to support a small business, but this was $8. Yeah, baby, that doesn't look good at all. That looks terrible. And it's barely the size of your head. Like, the problem isn't that it's $8. It's that it's $8 and tastes like something I can make in my Keurig. And Keurig should taste good. Like, aren't they multiple hundreds of dollars, like $200, $300, $400 just for a machine that you get coffee immediately? At that point, what's stopping you from getting instant coffee? Are Keurigs worth it? I know I had a Keurig a long time ago, but it kept breaking. And so I took it back to Target. I'm like, I'm just not gonna deal with this nonsense any longer. So if you like Keurigs, let me know. Is it better than your small town coffee shop's coffee? And it probably had 2.5 ice cubes, which, I mean, you don't want to have a latte that has I would rather get more latte than more ice in my coffee. And it's room temperature. I mean, yeah. My local coffee shop puts 1 shot in all size drinks. $7 for a small. Are you serious? Only 1 shot in all drinks? It's like a standard 2 for a larger size. So that's not worth it. I would just leave a review or be like, what are we doing? 1 shot. At that point, just get your own espresso machine. I think there's gonna be a lot more of a movement towards making your own drinks. Obviously, buying an espresso machine and with like the frother and all the bells and whistles combined, that's expensive. That's a $1,000+ machine right there. But you could probably buy something that makes espresso for under 1,000, maybe even under 500. Y'all, do you see this? Try to support a small business. This plate was $30. It looks like catfish, green beans, and mac and cheese. That looks horrible. It's a fillet of catfish. I mean, it looks well fried, well seasoned, and it's in styrofoam. We couldn't get like better, like a paper box or something like that. $30, no. I hope it was divine tasting though. Oh, she's seen this and said, I'm banned from ordering. Like, ma'am, I'm never coming back. What do you mean? That's a school lunch, bro. Nope, that is an $8.99 meal. That meal looked really pitiful and sad, to be honest. I would be quite upset receiving that and paying for that, paying the amount that she paid for that. Yuck. $6, respectfully.
This is my unpopular opinion, but don't expect customers if you use passive-aggressive audio like this.
That much 'cause it takes me fucking hours. It costs that much 'cause I don't have superpowers. So you need to pay for my.
Bro, as an artist, I understand the constant frustration of people undermining the value of your work. But those people aren't gonna give a shit about your work anyways, and those people just want to hate because we live in a world that undermines the price of physical labor. Personally, small businesses that use passive-aggressive audios give me the ick and turn me away, because then you assume everyone on here will undermine your work when that really isn't the case. Most engagement is just people interested in supporting small or neutral parties. Don't assume.
The pity marketing is almost always an instant scroll or even block for me, especially when the exposures of some of them being fake or even AI. No, I think TikTok Shop had a lot of fake products too. Like, you'll see people reviewing products. This is what I saw on TikTok Shop versus what I actually received in reality, and expectations and reality are not there. Any song about supporting a small business, passive aggressive or not, turns me off. Yeah, don't alienate your customers. I can't stand the guilt tripping. Like, have you seen the economy? I shouldn't feel forced to pay someone's bills. It's just unprofessional too. It really is unprofessional to passive aggressively be upset with people who aren't buying from you. No one is obligated. Unfortunately, people say this, I dislike it, but it is true. There is no expectation that people have to help you out. You're kind of on your own, and to grow something, it does really suck, but that's just kind of how the world works. The sadness of buying an $8 coffee from a small business and it's ass. Yeah, that's one of the worst feelings, because you want to support someone. So I just buy the coffee and I don't leave a review or anything. I'm just like, I just don't go back. When you take a sip and realize the small business is not going to make it. I mean, have you not ever been to a place where they're charging $8 for a small little 8-ounce of coffee, $1 an ounce for coffee, a latte, right? Mind you, and it doesn't even taste good. It doesn't even taste like that. The ounces really just improved awakened you or anything like that? Absolutely not. Support small businesses. I will if it's good. Unfortunately, that's the thing. We also have higher standards too, because most of the businesses, at least if you live in like a suburban area, I don't know about, bigger cities like New York City, San Francisco, Chicago, where they probably do have more small businesses. We're used to more chains, and chains will remake your coffee if you really dislike it and let you keep the one you had. Fast casual places, fast food, a lot of the places that we have, restaurants, cafes, are owned by probably like 4 major companies, private equity owned. So we're used to getting better service and stuff like that. Small businesses, when nobody wants to buy their $41 67-cent burger, that's smaller than a Whopper. I'm someone who does not like Burger King. That's all you can find here in Albania. And I've been craving American food like crazy. They have KFC, but the one near me has like 3 stars and I'm scared to go into it. So Burger King it is. Yeah, at that point when I was in America too, like I would just get a burger at a fast food joint instead of going to one of those sit down hipster type restaurants where they have the burger, but at some point I don't want to pay $18 for a burger. Some places charge you for fries too. That's so un-American. Like, I can't think of anything dumber than being in America. Okay, I'm in Europe, they charge extra for fries. Okay, you are not the creators of the true cheeseburger, correct? But America is, and you get a cheeseburger and fries. That is like the whole shtick. But when I have to pay separate for fries, no, it like honestly makes me mad and never want to go there again. At least they don't charge for condiments yet.
And another reason why y'all businesses be failing is because y'all make shit inconvenient. Seen this dude on here selling something, right? I'm like, you know what, let me invest in something, let me support a small business, right? I go to the comments knowing that somebody probably already asked for the link. And sure enough, somebody did. They were like, yo, what's the link to this so I can buy it? He gonna respond,
oh, the link is in my Instagram bio.
Mind you, we're on TikTok, but I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was thinking, you know what, maybe he got a link tree in his bio, maybe he got his Instagram linked in his bio. So I go over to his page.
There's nothing in the bio.
Let me get this straight. You want me to go to a different app, somehow find your page, which probably doesn't have the same username as you do on TikTok, click on the link, find the product I want, put my credit card information in, buy the product, and put money in your pocket?
How about fuck no?
I hate to be one of those people, but you just lost a potential customer. How you gonna make me look for the product that you're trying to sell? And since we're already all here, them little up-and-coming restaurants can catch us straight too. How do you expect people to walk through your doors and you have no menu online? Like, and if you do have a menu, it's some PDF that you can't even see, even if you zoomed all the way in.
No website link, no email, DM for prices. I hate when they say DM for prices. So whenever I'm trying to look for like a new nail tech and they say, like they'll show you what the nails look like in their portfolio, but they never have the actual prices for the nails. So I just move on to the next place. Even if the quality of the next place is worse, I would much rather know what the price actually is for your business than be surprised and they're like, actually it's, twice as much as my competitors. Yikes. He's filtering a lot of people who don't have Instagram in the first place. And then they're charging $150 for a black hoodie with hood bluey on, not hood bluey. I want to support small businesses so bad, but I can't justify spending $100 on something I can get at Walmart or Amazon for $30. And I think that's how most people feel. And that's why these big box stores demolish small businesses, because small businesses don't have the supply chain that a Walmart does. They don't have those contracts with vendors that Walmart does, because Walmart has so much, buys so much inventory from these places that a small business would probably never even see in a year, let alone probably Walmart sells in a day.
Support small business all you want, but don't work at one, okay? Don't do it. That's how it feels to work at a small business, just so you know.
Working at a small business is cool because you personally know who is exploiting your labor. Small business owners, I would not be shocked if they're honestly worse than working for a corporation, because at least corporations have a true HR department. HR is probably like their son or their daughter that they hired who wasn't able to get a job or was forced into the family business. Small businesses love underpaying and overworking their employees because, and I'll tell you the reason why they love doing that is because they are the ones who are, you know, putting their life on the line, putting their money at risk, and they are doing the most work, at least originally when they started their business. So they expect that same effort from you who has no stake in the game. Like, no, that's not how this is really supposed to work. Sorry. I have 7 coworkers, and when someone wants the day off, it ruins everyone's entire week. Working at a small business is not for the weak, y'all. No calling off because there is no one to take your shift. I could not imagine living a life like that. That is too much. Where one person wrecks it for all of you. How are you supposed to live a life? They expect you to be as invested as them. Baby, this is your business. Correct. I'm just an employee. Clock it. Exactly. Unless you're gonna give me mad fat bonuses or extra stuff, I'm just going to do what you paid me to do. I'm not gonna, like, it is good to go above and beyond when you have passion and stuff like that. But sometimes business owners will also stifle their employees because they want to be the one who made the business better. It's like a really weird narcissistic cycle. Not all small business owners or business owners in general are like that, but some of you are.
When I work, I don't eat. I don't use the restroom. I'm like a machine.
I mean, that's the thing. When you are a small business owner, everything falls on you. You have no safety net. You probably don't even have health insurance. There's a lot that goes into it, and I commend people that are able to do it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. My parents working tirelessly to keep their small independent pharmacy in business. This is 8 p.m. on a Saturday night. Mom puts so much thought into what products to carry. If you live in DC or are just visiting, we would love your support. They look so cute. And it's such a nice looking pharmacy. Like, that is what's missing, is having pride in our businesses too. I run by this place all the time. Next time I need something from the pharmacy, I'll walk the extra couple of steps, the extra couple blocks here instead of CVS. Exactly. Support your good small businesses. The small pharmacy, that's so cute. That's so like a Hallmark movie coded. You know, a girl working at a pharmacy, or a corporate girl comes down, sees cute pharmacy man in small town or something like that. Very cute. I'll never forget when I bought a homeless man a walker because it was broken. I walked into a small business pharmacy, Med for one, and the pharmacist went halvesies on the cost with me. See, that's what community is all about. Small businesses also help build communities. You're not really getting community as much as people love Costco. You're not getting it from Costco. You're not getting it from Wendy's. You're not getting it from CVS. You're not getting it from the mattress firm that's secretly doing who knows what in real operations. Like, that's great.
Can't stand when small businesses come on here talking about some, y'all don't support my small business. Bitch, you're selling a t-shirt for $50, a pants for $150. No, I'm not buying that. Like, y'all prices are ridiculous. It don't make no sense.
I mean, maybe they're getting the idea from like concerts where you're paying, I think I've seen upwards of $100 for a t-shirt at a concert. You are not that artist, right? You are not, Billie Eilish, or who's popular now? Taylor Swift. You can't be selling at those prices unless they're very good quality. But even then, it's gonna be hard to get people to purchase. And then shipping, be pushing it too. Local shops be closed on Sunday through Wednesday, open at 1 to 5 p.m. Thursday, 12 to 4 p.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Like, how are you even making money? No, I completely agree. There are some small businesses I just don't understand. There's a club in my hometown where they're open. They're only open on Friday and Saturday, and they're only open from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So 8 hours the whole week. And I just don't, like, what are they doing on the side? They have to be doing something else sketchy on the side. Some small businesses, maybe they own the building, I don't know. Doing it for the love of the game, who knows? It's just insane. Like, girl, nobody is paying $11.99 for a cupcake. And then the shirt says, mama, like, no. I'm so confused. Did 0 people go? Y'all are going to the wrong places because this is amazing. The girl with the baked goods looks so sad. It is really sad, especially when you put so much effort into something and it's actually good and of good quality, looks nice. People would genuinely buy it. Maybe, you know, having more of a store, getting into Shopify. I don't know if Etsy is necessarily good because they take a lot of money off the top, a lot of fees from there. But that's a good place to start probably. And then going to markets. There has to be better markets that you can go to sell your products, right?
How much are you gonna make today?
I'm a sellout.
How much did you make today?
$25.
How much are you gonna make today?
1,000.
Yeah! How much did you end up making today?
-$5.
How much are you gonna make today?
6,000.
How much did you end up making today? How much are you gonna make today?
I'm gonna sell out.
So how much did you make today?
I made $3.
That's so sad. Where are they? I want to buy something. They have cute little charms. See, some of these charms, maybe the reason why they can't put them on maybe, you know, a place like Etsy is I think I've seen those little charms I think they're like an actual brand. So they would probably get taken down and banned from Etsy because you can't sell other people's stuff. However, I see it on Instagram all the time. Like people, you know, how Twilight is having a resurgence where they're selling like Twilight t-shirts and book covers and all sorts of other items that you can purchase. And they're not getting taken down. So I don't know what the issue is, but I feel bad for them. It's not easy going to these markets, I would assume.
I don't understand why small businesses punish customers for doing business with them. And I'm talking about convenience fees and upcharging literally everything.
A lot of small business owners have this self-preservation mindset that makes you greedy. I'm not sure you realize how bad it looks to the customer. When you do things like not accepting returns, refunds, exchanges, refusing to send replacements if the USPS loses packages, having astronomically high shipping, making customers hate you and making it where they're way less likely to buy from you ever. When you're small, you haven't earned the right to do any of those things. You're not Nike with an ironclad product that you know everyone's gonna love. You are still essentially begging for and earning trust from the customer, but shooting yourself in the foot because all of the things that build trust, you're removing from the equation. Tell me why I, as a shopper, would trust you if I can't return the product, but I've never bought from you, and I don't know how it fits, so what if it doesn't? I'm just stuck holding the bag? And I get it, you think I can't afford to take on all these extra costs? You can't afford not to, because you are the one making it where customers don't want to buy.
Unfortunately, places like Amazon set the standard of like same day shipping. You can literally go into any Whole Foods, I believe, to return the items that you purchase, even if you received it that same day. I have done it before for my mother who has an Amazon shopping addiction, dislike it, but customers expect to at bare minimum be able to return items. So if you can't do that, maybe reconsider your business model. Free shipping on orders over $100, bro, what? And when it's like over $100 and everything in their store is sub $10, like, no, I'm not gonna buy 10 plus things. Asking for a tip at checkout when I'm ordering a product online. I've never seen that in my life and I hope to never see that. Have you ever seen checkout? Get a tip. Tip someone at checkout. No. For real, they think they got me with that $32.99 shipping fee. I look at that first and will empty my cart so fast. But I mean, some people will do it. If you really want the product, you will pay that shipping fee, no matter how exorbitant it is. It's crazy because in my experience, people don't return a lot. We only get about 1 per month, but do over 1,000 orders. That's good. It's probably because your product is good. Also, people are a little bit lazy too. If it's not easy to return an item, then they're just not gonna do it.
Nobody really talks about this, but did you know you can legally sell homemade cookies without opening a bakery? It's called cottage food laws, and it allows you to sell baked goods like cookies, bread, brownies, and scones right from your home kitchen in many states across the US. So here's how to start a tiny cookie business in your front yard. First, find a really good cookie recipe, something simple but delicious. Chocolate chips, snickerdoodle, or anything people already love. Next, grab a sturdy piece of furniture, something repurposed like an old dresser or a console. Then paint it, add cute decor, and boom, you've got a farm stand. Then put it in your front yard and add a sign so people know you're open for business. Next, buy some cute packaging. Bake 80 cookies, and then package them into boxes of 8 and sell them for $15 a box. Yes, people will pay that. Homemade is premium. And if you're thinking, wait, is this even legal? That's where cottage food laws come in. Every state has different rules, but you may be able to start way sooner than you think. So before you assume you can't do this, check your state.
And be careful with cottage state laws. I think there's also a maximum amount of money you can make from these before you need to get a different sort of license. So if you want to do something like this is absolutely fabulous. Hopefully your HOA allows you, if you do live in one, and you don't get like hassled by people who, you know, were never liked in high school and just have a chip on their shoulder. So my HOA would buy from me and then report my stand. I mean, what an absolutely cute bakery. I would be even more big. I would be bigger than I actually am if there was a bakery in my little suburban town. Could you imagine having like a cute little bakery in your little suburban cul-de-sac that you could go to get coffee, baked goods? That would be so nice. I'm sure there's zoning laws and other governmental regulations that's preventing that from happening, you know, preventing people from being able to have their own business. Of course, we need to think about food safety, but other countries, and I think like 90% of the world seems to do that just fine. I don't know if they have necessarily regulations that are strict. Maybe they do, and I just don't know about it because I'm an American. I'm not really privy to other cultures and how they run businesses, but it seems like it's a lot easier than it is in the US. At the end of the day, everyone wants small businesses to succeed, but wanting isn't enough. Quality matters, honesty matters, and knowing your customer matters. The businesses that will figure that out will thrive, and the ones that don't, well, we saw what happened to them. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Drop a comment if you have dealt with any sort of small business nonsense. I would love to know. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, and I'll see you in the next one. Wait, don't go. YouTube thinks you'll like this video next.